DD214 Gaming Podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Gaming is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now because we have you.
It is 168 hours later, and ladies and gentlemen, the Yankees are still the #1 baseball team in MLB right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is still happening. Good morning, Jay.
Good morning, John. Good morning. Don't ask me about my Royals, man. There's about 10 of them I want to fucking strangle right now. So about 10 of them.
That's
about 10. We'll talk about that when we get into the Roadhouse later. But yeah, we'll talk about the Royals later.
10. That's more than that's allowed on the field. That's fucked up.
I got stories for days, homie. I got stories for days.
Well, goddamn. Whoa.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
Dude, I feel good. I got a little bit of a sore throat. I think smoked too many cigarettes yesterday, so I got like a little bit of that, that scratch.
You haven't put that down yet, huh?
Dude, it's about to happen. It is so hot outside. It is so hot outside. I can't do it.
Brother, I promised myself I would I basically stopped smoking by the time I was 40. I can't say I've completely held to that, but what I did do is I have not bought a pack of cigarettes since December of 2020. So I'd be lying if I said I haven't bummed a few here and there, maybe out at the bar or whatever. But yeah, officially my smoking career is over, dude. Tobacco, I still use tobacco, but I'm trying to save my lungs, especially since my old mistress Mary Jane re-entered my life.
Yeah.
God knows I'm having a lot of fun getting reacquainted with her fat ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm getting there. I'm telling you,
Them nugs are fat. This
fucking this little throat thing I got going on right now, it's getting me. So it's making we were in the car going to Walmart this morning, and I was smoking a cigarette. I was like, oh, this is rough. So
yeah, I remember those. Yeah, I remember those days. Well, and especially too if you partake. If you partake in cannabis as well, you're kind of double dipping on your lungs there and your throat.
Especially if you're using tobacco papers too. So
sure, absolutely.
Yeah,
so yeah.
So this 168 hours.
Yeah. What'd you do this week? How was your week?
It's great because my 168 hours is pretty much almost going to be the same as my final thought today, because we took a family mental break this week. A much needed family mental break away from everything, and we went down the shore. It was it was so nice. We didn't hit the beach. Our plan was to go find because the thing about New Jersey summer motels is that they're dingy, but they're very summery. They're very summery. They're close to the boardwalk, so you could kind of just what we did. We sat at the pool all day, which was, oh man, it was exactly what it needed to be. It was exactly what it needed to be. We sat at the pool. I got a little bit of color on my face and a little bit on my body. Swam 6 feet.
When you took your shirt off, did it blind did planes start crashing and shit or what?
No, I'm not that bright. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So lucky for me, I still got a little bit of that Puerto Rican ointment in my skin. So I still
Nice.
got like that little
Nice.
bit of tint to signify that I'm not Caucasian. You know what I
Right?
mean? So like it kind, I get so I don't
You got
reflect.
you at least have a little bit of that pura vida like
Ye-
floating around in there somewhere, right?
Yeah, it's in there. It's showing. You know what I mean? So I don't reflect, guys. If that's what you're thinking, I don't reflect.
I
But
do. I do. Just look at your screen right now. Can you
yeah.
tell?
Now the funny thing is that the thing about me is that for pools, for me, it takes me a couple minutes. Feet first, then the knees. I don't just dive in. I probably should, but once I finally got my head under that water, I got them
Uh-huh.
goggles on. I was swimming. I had my little note. I got it right here. I got my little note, my little swimmer's nose clip.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Hey,
Precious.
it works.
Oh, it's precious.
It fucking works.
Would you say that's about a size 14?
Something like
Perfect.
that. And so after the pool, we spent like what, 6 hours at the pool, 5 or 6 hours at the pool, all day. And then we went to the boardwalk. We hit the rides. We got some food. Had some Italian ices, And guys, let me just explain to you. The Jersey Shore is not what it is on TV. It's not a bunch of kids doing ecstasy and a bunch of gym teachers punching midgets in the face. Like
That you know of.
that we
That
know
you
of.
know
That
of.
we know of.
That sounds like a lot of fun to me.
Listen, I would say like what? Early 2000s, 90s, that's when all the shit went down over there. Now, I don't want to say it's run down, but it's old, The
Just
boardwalk has grown with the times.
fair warning. Fair warning for you, John. Like, I didn't watch a single fucking episode
You're
of
not
that
missing
shit,
nothing.
of
I
that
didn't
shit
either.
storm, dude. Like, I missed all of that, like on purpose.
And I
Back-
like my reality trash TV, but that's one show I couldn't
I wouldn't-
subject myself
I
to.
wouldn't know a single one of those people if they walked through the gate at fucking Kauffman Stadium for a fucking Royals game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know a single one of
Yeah.
them.
And it's terrible because there's always a celebrity there too, I bet.
There's a few, actually. Well, I'll tell you about it during the Roadhouse.
Oh
I'll tell
shit,
you
we
about
got a
it.
surprise.
one.
We got a
I got one
surprise.
for you. I
All
got
right.
one.
So yeah,
That's actually part of the Roadhouse.
the boardwalk itself was really cool. I took my sons inside a fun house. Now, you know Jonah.
Yeah,
Dude is tough as nails.
he is.
He cracked.
He is.
He cracked. By the time we were halfway, he was like, we got into this like little area where it was like a bridge and a giant clown face, and the bridge started spinning, and he was like, I want to go. I was like halfway into the next room until I realized like, oh shit, where the fuck is Jonah? And he's still at the bridge. And I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, get over here, man. We got to go. He's like, the emergency exit's right there. Let's go. And I'm like, no, we're finishing this. It was like $25, man.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, fun time, but expensive. But hey, do you remember?
It's like a carnival, you know?
Yeah,
It's
I
like
want
a
to say like what, a year and a half ago, maybe last year, I went down to the same thing, and I went to the arcade, and I won a bunch of prizes and stuff, right? Well, Daddy did it again, baby, with the
There you go.
with the fucking Infinity War fucking arcade game. I got all five stones.
No
I
way.
got like what? 2,000 tickets? Like 2,000
What?
tickets. We walked out with like 12,000 tickets altogether. Like it
Shut
was
Up, dude.
I-
You fucking clean house.
we're going to the casino next, baby.
Dude, John, I could totally see you as a carny. I really could.
You can see me as a
Like-
carny, dude. I love like shit.
Dude, I would do
Every year,
Can you
we gotta
imagine? Can you
hit the
imagine?
boardwalk.
Can you imagine like a carnival made by us? Like,
The
can you imagine
DD214
like how?
gaming carnival.
Oh my fucking god, bro! Like, we'll fucking get ICP to fucking play.
What's that thing? What's that
It'd be
thing you
great.
say about the Vikings?
Which
What they do on the Yule?
Oh, they feast and fight and fuck.
That would be the DD214 gaming carnival.
It would be feasting and fighting and fucking.
There you go.
All surrounded by a fucking giant carnival. We'd have ICP up on a fucking stage somewhere throwing Fago, just to fucking bring the whole fucking shebang fucking home. You know what I mean? It'd be
We'll have Kid Rock in the merch stand too for autographs.
Dude, sitting by him fucking self, dude. Like, it's just fucking like with all this fucking. Oh, never, dude. We're not even going there.
Oh,
Okay.
man. So,
okay.
yeah, what I got
Low
next.
hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit. Low hanging
So
fruit.
I got some reviews. Actually, to end after that, coming back home, took the wife on the bike ride, went down over to the piers by the house. Beautiful day. Beautiful day. Let me tell you. You know, and with the legalization happening here, being able to sit on a park bench, looking at the pier, the Hudson Bay, and just
just being able to smoke.
It's a
smoke
vibe.
Freely.
It's a fucking vibe, bro. It's a fucking.
I mean,
vibe.
that sounds like free. That sounds like fucking freedom to me, bro.
Oh, dude, it was great. It was
to
this week needed to happen, and when I get into the final thought, I'll get more in depth about it. That why it was done, because guys, you got to take a mental break every now and then. Sometimes you just got to say fuck it, take your 3 days of vacation, and just go for it. I was supposed to be at work yesterday. They scheduled me yesterday, and I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation time, so
That's right. They need you more than you need them, John. Always remember that.
Absolutely. So now my reviews. I actually got some pretty cool reviews. So to kind of dive myself, I'm at a point that I'm ready to be a Star Wars historian. And the last week, just alone, I've learned so much about the universe by watching The Clone Wars. And my God, this show is a 7 out of 10. Okay? And I say 7 out of 10 because each season is 22 episodes long. It's too long. So a lot of those episodes are fillers. Okay? Action is great. We learn so much about these characters, and you get backstory because we're watching Obi-Wan, we're watching Mandalorian, Ahsoka Tano's coming out soon. We have a couple Star Wars shows coming up, but we want to know these timelines. So went back in time, baby. Went into the Clone Wars. Let me fucking tell you, it was probably one of the greatest stories I've ever watched. And it was better
than Jersey Shore, right?
Way better than Jersey Shore, and way better than the Papa Roach concert.
My beautiful girlfriend Nikki commented that she actually enjoyed Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore? Yeah, she actually enjoyed that show, and she said fucking drunk Jersey Shore whore shit show. God damn, I can't try saying that fast fucking 6 times. Drunk Jersey Shore whore shit show. Drunk Jersey Shore whore shit show. Drunk Jersey Shore whore shit show. Not the Clone Wars though.
Not the Clone Wars though. The Clone Wars was a hit. And there is no boardwalks in the Clone Wars. You may have to go to Tatooine, but let me tell you something. There's no fucking water over there anymore. So
no ecstasy, no death sticks. Like Clone Wars.
Okay, hold up. Okay, I mean they call it spice. They call it spice. So.
Really. Like spice, kind of like in Dune, like Dune spice.
That's well. If you kind of put together, Star Wars was influenced by the Dune books. So. Bam.
Right. You are fucking 110 fucking 1,000% correct about that, homie.
Yep. And so yeah, where was it?
We got a comment from Jim Tan Laundry Pump Those Fists. Hey Susie Slas. Welcome to DD214.
No one does it better. And so yeah, Clone Wars, I say give it a watch if you want to know a little bit of the history of these characters. But guys, go on Reddit or go on fucking Google or YouTube or look for these lists. The lists that I found were essential episodes. Actually, no, that's for Star Wars Rebels, which is actually a really good show, but I'll leave my review for that next week. For the Clone Wars, on Disney Plus, they have a section called the Clone Wars Essential Episodes. You could watch right through those episodes without having to watch the rest of the season, and you have an idea of what the fuck is going on. And let me tell you, when you get closer to the end, it gets dark. It gets real dark. Motherfuckers, people start getting beheaded. Like
you should start reminding the audience which Star Wars films this was set between. So
this is between episode 2 and 3, between the Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith, and this is the whole Clone Wars. But the one thing that made the show so beautiful for me was the militaristic balance that they had between the clone troopers. Because you have a unit of men who are clones who have special abilities to be better than, and the way that they, personify them as soldiers, it worked really well. Really well.
I look forward to a rewatch. I actually watched a lot of it a while ago. It's been out for a while.
Yeah,
so
it's really good.
I think that show is definitely it definitely earned a rewatch in my opinion, and you're actually enticing me to go back, maybe with my kids, and just if they're into it. I mean,
there's something very special about it. And now I'm simultaneously watching The Bad Batch, which is about a special forces group of clones who are different than the actual clones, and this takes place during the invasion of Order 66. So that's actually pretty cool. And we're watching Rebels right now too, which is actually cool. But again, my next review I got Players. Guys, I've talked about this show before. We have one episode left. It is about the League of Legends Championship Series. Funny show, but now we're starting to get into we're coming into the finals of the show. I really enjoy what they're doing. Promoting esports and the mental health of what younger kids go through in the esports realm without adult supervision. Touches a lot on it. We have a group of guys, right? They're already like almost 30 years old, but they haven't won a championship, a team. So they bring in this guy, his name is Cream Cheese, formerly known as Nut Milk. And
formerly known as Nut Milk, but they call him Cream Cheese now.
Yeah, his name is Cream Cheese. So he's like this washed up like esports gamer who hasn't won a championship, but he has a mansion, buys all these sports cars, but he still acts like a kid. He doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. He doesn't know how to act in front of people. He doesn't know when to stop showing off.
Right.
Like there was a scene where he went to a high school reunion, and he was just like, I make $5 million in a week, and it really kind of like makes you feel bad for, really like, he didn't have a chance, no one showed him the way, and
right.
Now we have another character, Organism, who comes in. He's a 19-year-old kid who just finished high school, coming into esports. He's quiet, definitely has a ton of anxiety, doesn't know how to communicate with his teammates, but is one of the greatest players of all time.
Right.
And they're just trying to find a way to communicate. And there's a lot of issues with him, but he is another one where his brother's starting to control his management and take all his money. And, you really started to understand, like, this shit really fucking happens to these kids.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, they're still kids. Exploitation happens, like, at every age.
Exactly.
Let alone when you're a fucking kid. Like, exploitation happens, period, man. Like, it happens as soon as, like, dude, John, tell me you didn't do this as a parent. Just as a parent. We're not even going into money or anything else. As a parent, the minute your kids were old enough to start doing some chores, what'd you start having them do?
Chores?
I'm not saying it's wrong, but the definition of that is a synonym for exploitation. Guess what? It's not wrong teaching your kids to do chores, right? And having a clean house and all that other yada yada. But there's it's a very short jump from doing chores to let me manage your money for you because you're still like 12 years old.
Yeah.
That's it. Like it's a very, very short step from one to the other.
Yeah.
Like that's how you get exploitation. Like
and this show really touches it. So guys, check it out. It's on Paramount Plus. Big Brother's back on the air, which I'm happy about that. No veterans this year though. Bummer. Next on the list, the next review I have, I'm going to keep this one short because I kind of talked about it last week with Norse Mandalorian. FarCry 5 is one hell of a game. Okay. I swear I may be seeing things, but before you shoot your weapon, your finger's not on the trigger in the mechanics of the game, which are incredible to me. There's heavy sway, which is super realistic. The weapons shoot realistic. It's an open world game where you're fighting against a fucking Waco type cult. It's fucking great. 6 out of 10, guys. 6 inches out of 10.
Which what was the name of the game again?
FarCry 5.
Oh, Far Cry 5. Okay, is that the new one?
No, Far Cry 6 is the new one, and it's spectacular right here.
Fucking it up. I
I,
keep fucking it up.
oh, and
We talked
guys,
about,
and I
we
have
talked
to.
about Far Cry last fucking week.
Yeah, and I have to say, guys, I've been playing all my games on the cloud. I haven't downloaded the game in months.
And Jesus Islas chimed in. He said it depends on who manages the money, and he's talking about kids and exploitation there.
If you get the moral fortitude,
and you're not wrong. There's a big, there's for every story we hear about kids getting exploited and like a Britney Spears situation or whatever, there's a lot of stuff you don't see too, where like there were responsible parents who managed their children's careers responsibly. Probably put shit into fucking savings, sent them to fucking college, and their kid had a normal upbringing. And I completely agree with you on that, Jesus. I completely fucking agree with you on that. It's a lot more about who manages the money versus like, what arena the child may or may not be in. So yeah, you're absolutely right about that. My apologies, John, for interrupting. I just wanted to make sure we give our crowd some love. You're muted, homie. You're muted.
Oh, my bad. You're good, man. So my next review, PwerWash Simulator. It's exactly what the fuck it's exactly what the fuck you think it is. Okay, I'm about to save up $80 and go buy a PwerWash and do it in real life because this shit's gangster as hell. Okay.
God damn it. God fucking damn it. Play. I love your passion for gaming because you play shit I would never fucking touch, dude. Because I've done it in real life. Like, motherfucker, dude. You want to come power wash our fucking house, dude?
I'm on my way. Dude,
it needs done like twice a year. You want to come fucking power wash my house, bro? We have one.
I have done I just did a whole bungalow house. I just finished a whole bungalow house this morning, man. Don't tempt me, man. It's about listen.
God.
This game is as realistic as you fucking think it is. Jay, this is the most realistic game I have ever played in my life. It is mechanically sound, okay?
Jesus says, bro, I've seen streamers play this and they get viewers.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy.
What the fuck? God. Come fucking power wash my house, bro. Please. God.
Dude, you do it in
real life.
It is incredible. It is incredible to me that they make these games. Now, look. Listen, a dude with no arms can't power wash with some of these machines, bro. So, I mean, hey, come and play some.
Goddamn squid! Here comes fucking Squillini, fucking like jumping in. Wait, are we talking about power wash?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are, Master Squid. Yes, we are. Listen, let me tell you.
It's just getting fucking stupider by the minute.
You get soap. You get soap. Okay. You get soap. You get extensions, okay? Okay? You get to clean. Right now, the level that I'm doing right now, I'm cleaning. I've been playing. Hey!
He says, fucking, I've been playing lawnmower.
Dude, I was playing Lawnmower Simulator with my fucking, with my wheel. With my Logitech wheel.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, I was playing that shit with my Logitech wheel. These simulators
are fucking stupid. Come do it in fucking real life then. Like, come do it when it's fucking 90 degrees outside and fucking humid as fuck. The last goddamn thing you want to do right now is fucking mow your goddamn lawn.
I think Jay would play the Lawnmower Simulator. It's on the cloud, Jay. You don't even need to download it. Just go on the cloud, bro. 1 and 2 is on there.
Hey, Sue said, "Is there a taco maker simulator?"
I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised.
God, I can't fucking do this.
Yo, Squillini, dude, it's on the Game Pass. You could download it for free. And can I tell you, Jay? Poor Joe, right? Poor Joe.
Fuck.
Because I wrote to Joe. I was like, yo, let's play PwerWash Simulator. It's co-op, by the way. It's co-op. So you could play with up to 4 friends. Okay? You can play up to 4 friends. Do they have a wife simulator? Yeah, it's a not safe for work VR game on Steam.
Says where you give your husband hand jobs and get brownie points in real life.
I could tell you what the name of that game is. Find a rich husband simulator.
Fucking.
What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
That would be a great game. That would be a great game. But guys, PwerWash Simulator is 10 inches out of 10 inches, all right? It is the best simulator game out there. Even better than Microsoft Flight Simulator, ladies and gentlemen. I'm having a good time, and I'm doing it naked, all right? I'm doing it naked with my dick out. I'm playing PwerWash Simulator. Hose hanging, hose washing.
God.
And ladies and gentlemen, that's my 168 hours.
Give yourself a round of applause for that one, John, dude. That was good. That was fucking good, dude. Oh. That's too much.
By the way, nice shirt.
Oh, do you like that shit? You like this shit? It says fucking DD214 alumni if you can't fucking read it, you know?
I'm
fucking.
gonna have to grab one of those.
I can send you a link for it, dude. I saw it and I was like, yeah, I gotta grab that. That's fucking cool.
She says, I mean, your favorite game is running a bicycle into hills or being a magical ball that bounces off after.
Evo. She's talking about Evo.
Evo. Did you download Fall Guys yet?
I did. Did you play it yet?
I'm having too much fun with it.
I just told Nikki about it last night, and I told her we might need to fucking get it on hers so we can like actually play.
Oh yeah,
people.
no, do it. It's Frenchie plays it too. It's so.
Have you gotten Marine Chance into that shit yet?
For all I know, they probably already. I would think Marie's into it already. Chance, I've been seeing him play a lot of. Hang on, let me pull up my game bar real quick from my PC.
Yeah, here we go, Chance. We're fucking doxing your ass, bro.
Oh, I see Ben Davies online on the Xbox.
Oh, there we go, Ben Davies.
He's not watching our show. He's playing Outriders right now. I bet you money. Hang on a second. You want to do something funny, Jay?
Yep, sure do. Every fucking day of my life.
Hang on. I'm about to join his party.
Yeah.
Ben?
Can you hear us?
Ben, can you hear me?
Ben?
Ben.
We're listening to you, Ben. We hear you.
Oh, man, I can't hear him.
Oh, boo.
Wait a minute. Volume. Come on.
Ben. Are you there? Boo.
I have another idea. Hang on.
Let's try it. Let's do it fucking live, dude. Roll the fucking dice.
I'm not sure if he'll be able to hear you, but...
I hear something. What is that?
That's my Xbox app. Yep, can't get in there. Nope.
All right, no worries.
No worries. I'll try again another time. Hey, we tried to get Ben Davies on here, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, what about Gang Beast? I heard Gang Beast was actually fun. And Squillini, a DD214 Gaming Fall Guys night is exactly what we need, because these little party games are.
That's how this community got started. That's exactly how this. That's exactly how all this. That's exactly how all this took off. That is exactly how. That's exactly why me and John even fucking know each other and why we fucking have a podcast together. Like, no shit. That is exactly how this community took off in the first place.
And you know, when the documentary comes out in like 6 years, you'll hear it.
Yeah. Right.
So you're 168, Jay.
It was okay. Not a lot of complaints. Did some shit around the house. Fucking did some shit with the kids. Me and Nikki went out a couple times. I worked, Nikki worked, and and it was just kind of what I would call like a nominal kind of regular week, if you want to call it that. I did make my very first trip ever to the fucking VA, which was kind of a trip. And then so like I got like this thing in the mail probably like 2 months ago, and I fucking have been waiting since then. I guess I don't time kind of like stretches for me, so
That happens.
it took me it took me 2 months to go to the VA so I can get my card and do all that shit. And then I went to a really cool place called the Vet Center right after I went to the VA, and that's actually the one I'd like to talk about, because the Vet Center, I'm not plussed up yet on exactly like what you need or don't need walking into the place, but they, like, the minute I walked in, they were like all about it. And I haven't seen a therapist in like a fucking year as of this month, and I'm already signed up for fucking 2 sessions next week. So like, or this week, excuse me. It's now Sunday. So like, I'm looking forward to talking to somebody again, and I get to do it twice this week already.
Fuck yeah.
And they were like, they helped me out a lot. So like, I'm looking forward to kind of like wading back into those waters and becoming better and continuing to improve myself, if that makes sense. So, we'll save it for another episode, but getting out of the Army or getting out of the military in general is not, they tell you from the time you freaking are in basic training, when you get out, it's, shit's not going to be the same. And you need to prepare yourself. And for the most part, I did. But there's things that like, there's no words for that. There's no explanation for. Like, they don't talk about it because there's no way to put it into words. Like, it's not like the world around me did not change. I changed. And it's dealing with some of those changes that create a lot of mental stressors and things that occur in your life, interactions with other people, maybe that you love, maybe that you don't even know. They could be complete strangers, and you start noticing shit's different. And so like, I'm happy to be getting ready to go back to a place where I can start aiming my vents and my frustrations in a healthy direction, if that makes sense. So
Cool.
But one good thing we all did this week, like the entire family, like no shit, we actually like during like Monday through Friday, which is i.e. like last Sunday. So let's say Sunday night to Thursday night, we all went to bed like pretty much for the most part on fucking time, and we started like the regimen again because the girls are gonna be going back to school next month, and so I was like, we need to this fucking staying up all night every night any day of the week, like, we're cutting it off like right here. We got a month until school starts. Like,
Time to get back in rotation.
Yeah, at least Monday through Friday. I'll let them sleep in on Saturdays. I'll let them sleep in on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Monday through Friday, like, we're going back into the rotation because like everybody needs to get their fucking game back. Everybody needs to fucking keep their shot groups tight, and we got to put our fucking rucks on, and we got a few miles to go fucking before fucking school starts. So that's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we're getting our shit straight. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is, man. Like, yeah. So that was very much a positive for the week. For movie reviews. So one of our favorite guests, Chris Baudet, texts me one night and he says, "Hey, you got to watch this fucking movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once." I was like, "Okay, is it fucking streaming?" He's like, "I think it's streaming, but you're gonna have to pay for it, or you can, do the other thing and kind of search for it. But I'm sure there's like a high quality out there." And I was like, "No, that's cool. If it's worth it, I'll fucking pay for it." So we rented it, and I will definitely say, like, bottom line up front, the bluff is the movie is totally fucking worth it.
Okay.
Totally fucking worth it. It gets really, it's very jumpy. It's very flashy. It deals with like multiverses and stuff. But they do a very, very good job with it. This movie is going to make you laugh. It's going to make you fucking cry. Okay. It's gonna have you fucking like clinging to the fucking life
I'll watch
raft
that
of.
today. I'm gonna watch it today.
It's gonna leave you clinging to the life raft of hope. You know, to see something good happen finally, right? After all the fucking badness and the dog shit and the bird shit and the rat shit that we get fucking smeared with constantly every day of our lives, it leaves you clinging to that life raft of hope. Okay? And you're just gonna have to watch it and see what you think. Jay's fucking like review is gonna be fucking 8 stars out of 10. I'm giving fucking
Nice.
I'm giving zero fucking spoilers for this fucking movie. I'm just gonna say if you want to fucking pay a couple bucks and fucking dive into it, do it of your own volition. I recommend it. It gets very cerebral at times, but it also kind of just like it's a fucking ride. Like watching that movie is a fucking ride. Okay, so just fucking buckle up, grab your favorite beverage or maybe your favorite smoke. And buckle the fuck up because it's a ride.
Nice.
Like great fucking movie. Great fucking movie. Points. If you're wondering, points are deducted. Probably not one I'm gonna rewatch anytime soon. I might rewatch it a few years down the road when I completely forget everything.
Have a beer with it.
It's kind of like a Rick and Morty episode, man. Like, amazing and great, but it's like, yeah, let me fucking sit on that for fucking 6 months or a year before I fucking watch it again because like it's a lot. It's a lot all at once.
Absolutely,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot all at once. So
Well,
yeah.
Well, you're dealing with multiverses in this show, right? In this movie.
Yep.
Yeah, so I could imagine it could get a little confusing at times.
I wouldn't even venture to say that it's confusing as much as it's emotionally. Like this movie is a fucking ride. It will take you for a fucking ride. So like there will be energy expenditure just fucking sitting there and watching it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like you will expend energy just sitting there watching this fucking movie, and that's so like, and even to that degree, that's another degree where I will probably deduct a little bit of points for that. Where it's like watching that movie is like, okay, I'm good for a while. You know what I mean? Like I'm good. I am fucking good. You know what I mean? So. But yeah, 8 out of 10, highly recommend.
That's good. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, great fucking movie. In addition, so this week in Jay's movie reviews of movies that were out fucking God knows how fucking long ago and have been out forever, me and my beautiful girlfriend Nikki decided one night to just say fuck it, and we pressed play on Believe It or Not. Are you ready for this, John?
Let's hear it.
The Dark Knight Rises.
This isn't
Dark Knight. Wait,
Man.
what did he say? What did he say?
This isn't a car.
This isn't a car.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. So everybody knows fucking how much fun I poke at, and really like kind of nominally speaking, like how much I fucking kind of hate and despise the character of Bruce Wayne / Batman. The Dark Knight Rises happens to be my fucking all-time favorite Batman movie, followed very, very closely in number 2 by the 1989 Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson Batman. Okay? So I'm not a huge fan of the character, okay, at all. And I'm not a huge fan of like a lot of stuff that Batman does. This movie for me was like the pinnacle of Batman movies. Not only does this movie show that you have to keep not only mind and body strong at all points of your life, not just when you're done fighting, at all points of your life. This movie shows how much of a fucking complete ass bitch Batman and Bruce Wayne are. Okay? And I love this fucking movie for it. The movie ends with the death of fucking Batman, which fucking needed to happen a long fucking time ago in that fucking particular universe's fucking like storyline. Okay? And this movie at the very, very end, shows how much of a fucking bitch Bruce Wayne is, because he's not fucking living a fucking normal life, like 1-bedroom apartment with fucking Catwoman. Nah, they're fucking sipping shit on the fucking Riverwalk, in some fucking European town.
France.
In France, yeah. Fucking Still living the fucking
I
high
know,
life.
I know that whole
Still living
script.
the high life.
I know,
No,
I know that whole
no fucks
script from
given.
top to bottom.
These fucking bougie fucks, dude. Never gave a fuck about Gotham. Never gave a fuck about anything but themselves. And this movie shows all of it. Okay? Fucking I love fucking watching Batman.
Take.
I love fucking watching Batman get fucking broke. Because fucking all it took was a fucking soldier to break him. One motherfucking soldier. Not some fucking psycho with hallucinogens trying to fucking poison the city.
And
And not another fucking another psycho who's a fucking anarchist and a fucking clown. All it took was a motherfucking soldier, and the Batman fucking broke. Because that's exactly what the fuck would happen in real life.
Now I will say,
And that little bitch let his fucking let his own fucking like creation of his fucking twisted fucking mind die, and he left town, just like the fucking bitch that he is.
on the production perspective of this, that is my favorite Christopher Nolan Batman movie too, by the way. But in a production perspective, the way that they made the movie, the scale of what they did was absolutely amazing. They closed down like 5 streets in downtown Manhattan, including the Wall Street, Wall Street, an area where my wife and myself used to sleep on, on the slabs of the bank. Like they filmed it right there. And they took a lot of time to, and I respect the fact that they took a lot of time, and instead of filming the majority of the movie in a studio, they took the time and they filmed it in actual locations, which and to have it in New York was actually very, very fucking cool. We were actually living in New York when they were filming it, just didn't catch it when they were filming it. But if you watch they have a documentary for that film specifically.
Huh.
And it's like one of the special features, because I have the ultimate edition, limited edition that was a special edition for the PX, like an exclusive PX limited edition Dark Knight Rises box set, and it comes with an actual signed letter from Christopher Nolan and stuff like that. And then there was a DVD that talks about how that movie was made, including the scene, the beginning scene with the plane, which they actually lifted up into the air and broke in half. So fantastic movie to be a part of.
I want to flip the script just a little bit on this movie as well, because as much shit as I can talk about the character of Batman, there were other aspects of this movie that also made it my favorite. Okay, and so I definitely want to like touch on like the more positive aspects. This movie like motivates the fuck out of me. It's like every time I've watched this movie, if I'm fucking feeling down, I'm feeling fucking sorry for myself, dude. All I gotta see is these broken ass motherfuckers still fucking clawing, still fucking fighting, still fucking like trying to achieve their goals. Okay. I like fucking Bane's attitude. Not necessarily what Bane does in the movie, but I like his fucking attitude.
Yeah.
Like when a dude says fucking like, you're a big guy, he just fucking like shrugs and says, for you.
Yeah.
Right? Or like when he fucking like very, very fucking nicely puts his fucking hand on the dude's shoulder and says, do you feel like you're in fucking power now? Like true power does not come from status or money. And if there's anybody out there that still thinks this, I just want to be the first one to pop your collective fucking dumbass bubble and let you know that true power never came from status or fucking money. True power comes from your heart. It comes from your mind. It comes from training fucking mind and body in sync with each other. It comes from being prepared for the fucking day. Bane was fucking over-prepared for the day, which is exactly what you should be every day of your life. Over-prepared. Bane was waiting for the fucking day he met Batman face to face, and he beat the dog shit out of him. Beat the fucking dog shit out of him.
He broke him into pieces. Okay?
You think darkness is your ally, and you ain't even ever met a motherfucker that was born in it. Like, you're so fucking high up above society, and you started so fucking high up above society, your fucking point of reference is skewed, sir. You dress up as a bat to do fucking vigilante justice in a town where you have enough monetary power to control how corrupt it is. But you chose to dress up like a fucking bat.
And Bane comes in with a fur coat and an asthma mask.
Fur coat, asthma mask, and a bad attitude, and beat your fucking ass, bro.
And to give credit to Christopher Nolan, who we grew up with Bane being a luchador wrestler with a
he's a
with
fucking
a green
roided out
venom.
fucking jock.
Yeah.
He's a roided out jock, bro.
And so what they did with this version of him was just like, well, goddamn.
Yeah. He was fucking cerebral. He's fucking like, he's mentally, intellectually on the exact same level as fucking Bruce Wayne.
He was Knuckles. He was like Knuckles.
Hey, dude, he fucking whooped that ass,
Yep.
dude. No fucks given.
Great
So,
movie. Great
dude,
movie.
Dark Knight Rises, 10 of fucking 10. John Holmes, throbby, veiny, make every hole gapey, fucking like mess of a fucking badass movie, dude. Amazing.
Jay with the 10 inches. Oh my god.
10 out of 10. Dark Knight Rises, dude. Watch Batman be exactly what he was the whole time. A fucking bitch. And he still ran away. And he still fucking abandoned his hometown.
And Harvey Dent's
the
still
end.
dead.
Harvey Dent's still fucking dead. Fucking like everybody won except fucking Bruce Wayne. And everybody's fucking, and the whole city suffered because Bruce Wayne had to fucking like play dress up. Fucking like the whole city suffered. Like, let it be known, Dark Knight Rises, best Batman movie ever. Because it shows exactly what he is. Big fucking bitch.
What up, Drew Davis? Good morning.
Dude Davies, good morning. Joe Poe, we still miss you, homie. You missed nothing. We're not talking about furries. We're talking about Batman's dumbass, dude. But it was a good movie.
It was a good movie. So is it time for the...
Ooh,
Roadhouse.
I think it might be.
Roadhouse.
Thank you, Drew Davis. Have a safe flight, homie.
Well, little pilgrims, it's been that time again. 168 have gone by. We got 168 more to go. But Jay's going to have a story for you every week. Let's spit out some trail dust together. Crack open your favorite drink. It's time to go to the Roadhouse. All right. So this week, did a couple of Royals games. That was cool, yeah. You know, never gets fucking old. Never, ever gets fucking old. Going to the stadium, driving to the stadium that I grew up daydreaming of from the deserts of fucking Arizona. I get to go to work there now. And let me tell you, like, the kid in me never gets fucking sick of it. When I was a kid growing up in Tucson, Arizona, I dreamed of Kansas City, Missouri. And I know that sounds really weird to a lot of people, but I was born here and we moved to Arizona from here. So that was kind of like, you know, my Oz. You know, Kansas City was like the wonderful land of Oz for me, you know? Like, it was this magical place that like existed far, far away, but I knew I was born there, and I knew I was from there, and I knew someday I had to get back there. Now, every single week, I get to pick which games I want to just go get paid to be there now. It's like the Cathedral of Kansas City. It's Kauffman Stadium. It's a beautiful ballpark. You guys will love it. And this week, I was sitting in a foyer, it's like a foyer, basically, for this thing they have there called the Crown Club. And I was sitting in a seat in there, next to a door. And guess who walked out? Into the foyer, John?
It wasn't George Brett this time, was it?
It was George Brett.
Oh shit!
It was George Brett. I finally got to see the man himself, dude. The man himself.
Right, feet from you.
Right. It was fucking 15 feet from me, bro. 15 fucking feet, bro.
The kid in you.
For context, George Brett is a Hall of Fame baseball player. Spent his whole career with the Kansas City Royals. He is fucking Kansas City royalty, like, by far. And like
He
that
is
guy,
the Kansas City Royal.
like he put Kansas City on the fucking map. He helped put Kansas City on the fucking map. Like this dude, his contribution to this city is incalculable. And so like I grew up, I was a fan of his, obviously. Like I grew up in that era, so I remember my dad took me and him to see George inducted into the Hall of Fame when he was inducted into Cooperstown. So that was in 1999, the year I graduated high school, and now I find myself like 23 years later, in the same month, 15 feet away from the guy. You know what I mean?
That is surreal.
Sometimes dreams do come true. You know what I'm saying? One of these days, John, I promise you, one of these days, I'm gonna get him to say hi to me and shake his hand and tell him thank you. That's my dream now. Is just to tell him fucking thank you.
You're just
You know
a
what I
couple.
mean?
You're literally just a couple feet away. So
Well, and during that same shift, on the same shift, there's another Royals player. He's a lot. He's lesser known. He's lesser known outside of Kansas City, but he's a big deal in Kansas City. His name is Willie Ames, and he was a baseball player for the Kansas City Royals in the '80s. And he ended up having some issues with drugs, and he actually did some time in prison. But then after he got out of prison, he like turned his life around, and he does a lot of work and charity stuff. And he goes and talks to at-risk youth and schools and stuff like that in the Kansas City area about not throwing your life away, basically. Does that make sense? And Willie Ames and his wife were there that night too, and they were the place I was sitting kind of goes back to where like locker rooms and stuff like that is. Does that make sense?
yeah,
And so like I kind of knew who he was, so like I let him and his wife walk by, and they went and did whatever their thing was, whatever they were doing. Well, when he walked back in, he fucking patted me on my knee and he said, "You're doing a good job, son." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, bro. Fucking Willie Ames, dude. Like,
Willie fucking
fuck yeah,
Ames
bro.
patting you in the fucking knee.
Bro, like I was just in the Army, right? I just got out of the Army.
some milk.
I'm telling you, man. I was just in the Army, dude. I just got out of the Army like less than a year ago, where like every single day when I went to work, I was surrounded by like my heroes, right? And that's a hard thing. That's a hard thing to like let
feel
go
that.
of. That's a hard thing to let go of, man. Like people don't realize, and we don't talk about it a lot. Like one of the things I'm gonna miss the most is like every day when I went to work, I was surrounded by my fucking heroes. But then I land in Kansas City, and I get a job at the fucking stadiums, and I'm surrounded again by my fucking heroes. And how fucking lucky and how fortunate and how fucking blessed of a life do I live that I get to fucking breathe air and I get to have a fucking heartbeat and like a conscious fucking mind. And I'm still surrounded by my fucking heroes every day. Like, no shit, bro. Like, I'm going to make it another 168 for sure. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
Like, I'm going to make it another 168 for sure. Part 2 of the Roadhouse this week. So Jay had to work on Thursday. Thursday also happened to be freaking like high time for a freaking daddy-daughter date. So previously, about a week and a half ago, minimum, I had a daddy-daughter date with my oldest, and we went and saw The Black Phone. We had a great time, and she loved it. And yes, for anybody watching, like, my oldest is more than capable of handling that movie. It was a great movie. I gave my review on last week's podcast.
Really
so,
good.
like, go ahead and tune into that podcast. So, if you're questioning my parental abilities here. So, I had to work on Thursday, but it was also scheduled for daddy-daughter time with me and my youngest. So, I went and did some work for the security company that I work for alongside Arrowhead and the Chiefs. And we drove to a town called Concordia, Missouri. And it's about 45 minutes away from our house down I-70. And I did some work for them there. And in the meantime, I took my daughter out to breakfast. And we just ate at a little diner cafe there. You know what I mean? Along their little like main street. Yeah. And I know a lot of people out there are not familiar with Concordia, Missouri or towns of similar nature or size, but it's very Main Street, USA. So if you've ever been to like Disneyland, it's like, imagine a town that's like basically like still that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I discovered this place many, many years ago, but I've always had a fondness in my heart for it. So I asked permission from my job and my employers if I could go there to do some work, and they actually agreed, and they said that was fine. So I did. when I got done doing my work and we finished our breakfast in the little diner, we drove back to Kansas City and we went to a roller skating rink. So Jay went fucking roller skating this week. Yo, bro. I was fucking rocking that shit, bro. I grew up in that bitch. All right? Skating night was a fucking thing. Skating night's still a thing. And if you're not letting your kids fucking do skate night, man, dude, sign up for that shit. Like, go back in the day, man. They played some fucking jams, bro. Dude, guess what song they played? They played fucking running up the hill by
Of course
Kate
they
Bush.
did.
They played the Kate Bush version. It was fucking bad as fuck, bro. It was bad as fuck, dude. Like, they played that song. What was that? What's that shit? Fucking like boss like you need a boss like me.
Shit like that. You know, the first wave stuff.
Yeah,
Rock the Casbah, shit like that.
I could tell you got big energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So like,
first
it was
off,
just fun. It was just fun, and
I'm
you know,
a
we
sucker
just
for that shit. I love that type of music.
We did some laps. We got some exercise in. We had a good time. Freaking daddy-daughter date success. You know what I mean? Like, it was good. So like, healthy habits make healthy humans, right?
Yes, it does.
So we'll keep it like that. So that was Jay's Roadhouse for the week, and thank you very much. Yeah.
No, thank you, Jay. I love the Roadhouse. I'll tell you why I like the Roadhouse. Because it's you. It's not DD214 Gaming, Jay. It's you. You know what I mean?
Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
So,
I'm just curious.
So when I feel like we've always said we are extensions of ourselves here in this main lobby here, right?
Correct.
And when we're outside of here, we're ourselves, you know? So kind of like when we're off the air and I'm sitting here at my desk, the Roadhouse is like your desk. And it's like your vibe, your world, you know? So come into my world because this is who I am and this is what it is. And if you don't like it, you can walk out. The door's open, you know? So that's it's like the back room. The back room.
I can't. So you literally just gave me like a flashback to when my best friend was still alive. We moved to this house with his brother. So we were like 3 roommates, basically, like living in a house in Tucson, and the closest bar to us was called the Speakeasy. And it was a literal like this. It wasn't just called the Speakeasy. Like, this motherfucking place had a back room, like, and it was like, and it was a fucking, it was no shit. It was a badass little fucking bar, dude. But it also happened to be like within walking distance. So I remember like, you know, I was 21 at the time. You know, after we moved to this house, like, I would walk to this fucking bar and I was kind of a semi-regular at the bar. At the time, I didn't like drinking as much, nor did I have a lot of money to fucking spend on booze.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when I did have the money, I kind of made it my place because it was literally like around the corner from our house. So like, you're not wrong. I think I'm picking up on that. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm picking up what you're putting.
I picture like a speakeasy type room, right? With like one wall, and that wall has like an inserted shelf, and it's all whiskey from like 1700 and shit.
What it was was a excuse me. What it was a in the pool room at the back, on the back wall, there was a door. And there was no fucking knob. It was just a fucking latch.
Oh shit.
And there was a fucking camera pointed out at the fucking door. Like, that was it. And I was like, yeah, that's a speakeasy.
Hell yeah.
That's definitely a fucking speakeasy.
Nope.
Like, whether the manager's doing, you know, functionally freaking like legal business back there or not, who knows?
Yeah.
But they're definitely trying hard. They're
trying a little too hard.
Yeah.
And
making it a little too obvious. You know what I mean?
Yep. And today, you know, our small, like, little middle segment, we got pretty excited today. It was a good episode. This has been a good episode. We haven't even gotten
to the news yet.
Oh, yeah. And we haven't even gotten to the center segment, which is actually not that much. It's just talking about the future of VR tech, and we're gonna jump right over here.
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna jump in here. Let me kind of just expand that a little bit so that you guys could see that. All right, so I just watched this specific video just a couple days ago. I'm gonna play the footage while we're yapping our gums here. Meta they're looking to pretty much come out with their next VR headset, and you yourself, you just tried the Oculus not too long ago. You had some positive reviews about it. Sorry, I just pulled up my headphone rack.
Yeah,
for a second.
yeah. When I played when I used the Oculus, I had nothing but good things to say about it. I look forward to the future of it. I look forward to seeing what we can make happen. You know what I mean with that kind of tech. I'll tell you what I'm really big on, and I know I was laughing my ass off about it earlier, but like you were doing like power washing, right?
Yeah.
You can train people in VR.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
as soon as the fucking tech is there, you can train people in VR, and then you can fucking send them out and then train them in life. But the training in life will be fucking 10 times easier because they'll already have like their bearings on the fundamentals and the basics.
I mean, look at me with Car Mechanic Simulator. I know how. Yep. I'm learning. And
that's what I'm saying.
And some of the new technology.
I cannot deny. As much as I was laughing about how silly it is, I cannot deny the fundamental applications and like practical applications for that, at all. I cannot deny any of that.
And you could be, and as you played yourself, you could be a fucking Jedi too. So over
Correct.
here, some of the footage. Let me go back to it because this was actually very vital stuff here. They're trying to figure out how to make vision quality better, especially for those who wear glasses like myself. So they're working on I'll get into it soon, but they're working on a way so that when you're looking far, you don't need to wear your glasses, and that your eyes will automatically adjust to it. And in one section here in the video, this gentleman here, his name is he works for Adam Savage Tested, and we all know who Adam Savage is. With Josh Self and Norman Chan here, they're going through like all the new capabilities, and one of the biggest things is eyesight. How do you make it comfortable to play if you have bad eyesight, if you have motion sickness or something? And they found here it is. So he's going through this thing and he's looking at it and he says, I could feel my eye adjusting to the light.
Really?
Yeah, his own personal eyes. So they're finding ways to make it easier to see. Oh, there goes my phone. My phone died.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But that kind of technology is amazing, and the fact that the fact that they're homing in on that kind of stuff, it'll also make it easier to use, and it'll be, and again, more applicable to like day-to-day like regular life stuff.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
And one incredible feature that they are really working on is light. So this little machine here is a 3D printed casing for the lenses. 3D printed. Okay? Meta is using 3D printed equipment to make their new Oculus Quest technology. And bear in mind, they're not just working on a new headset. They're working on new technology for this.
Right.
New technology to make it better. So
Right.
what they're talking about here, they're talking about light and lumens and things like that, and how, well, with the casing here, the lenses are they're very thick lenses, and they're supposed to help, make you feel like you're looking at an actual light instead of looking at a picture, which is normally the case. Right. So
yes.
all this stuff, and they're actually putting, if I can get it right here, I'm trying to find there's a motor inside of this headset that adjusts to your eye levels.
This is like some fucking Westworld shit, dude.
Dude,
have you watched that show, dude?
I haven't gotten it. We haven't got. Oh shit! Wrong room. Yeah, no, I haven't watched it yet. I'm getting there, and I actually want to watch it more because the people who made Westworld are making Fallout. So.
Oh really?
Yes, they are.
Ooh,
So
well
that
then
should be
expect it to be good then.
Yeah.
Expect it to be good. Westworld is the shit. Like it's you have to pay attention, quite a bit of the time, but yeah, I'd recommend.
yeah. And now
And now,
we actually got a lot of news today. We actually got a lot of news to talk about today.
hey, let's roll the fucking dice, man.
Yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna get this over with. I'm just gonna get this over with right now. I'm gonna talk about Rem, the Fortnite player who got his equipment destroyed. I'm just gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna get it out the way now. I just
Okay.
think it would be easier to
We're gonna
go.
rip off a Band-Aid.
Yeah, hey, let me just mute this because I do have footage here, and I'm not playing the audio because as a parent, and as we were all gamers once, I don't want to, make this kid feel any type of way or anything like that, but just to show the destruction. So the story is, this kid Rem was in the middle of a Fortnite tournament. They were like quarterfinals or something like that. They were going to win a couple $1 million. They were going in. They were going hard. Father comes in, says, we need to leave in 5 minutes. We're going to a family's house. Kid explains to him, I explained to you that I'm doing this tournament, about to win a lot of money. Father destroys his whole equipment. This is the equipment in here. As you can see, the whole thing was everything was just destroyed, right? And so, I have two perspectives on this. But first, I do want to say, it is not right. First off, this kid, he's a 15-year-old kid. It is not right for anybody to go after somebody's parents for any reason whatsoever. It is none of your fucking business. People have their own morals and belief systems, yada, yada, yada. Because what if something happens?
We do not encourage any kind of fucking doxing or any of that bullshit here at D214 Gaming, because that's harassment and all that bullshit. Like, it don't fly, man. Like,
absolutely. Absolutely. And so the equipment was destroyed, okay? And I'll get to the good news in a second, but what I really want to talk about is really, we were all young at one point. We were all gamers and we were all told this, but now we're all parents. But we see, I think we've come to a point in our lives that we see the value in what gaming brings to our children, especially when you give them the limitations that they're supposed to give them. But for school, chores, shit that needs to be done, I personally think that, a family member could wait 10 minutes or an hour for competition to end, and it was wrong of the father to do it. As a parent myself, and as a parent of a major gamer, I'm sure you could say the same. There's always a conversation before action, and in fact, there should never be any type of action whatsoever.
My biggest red flag in this whole thing is that like property was destroyed.
Yeah,
like that's not the kind of violence I want to be bringing into my household. You know what I mean? Like, I think situations can be resolved way more amicably and peaceably. Stuff doesn't have to get broken. That's bringing like an element of violence into the house that says that it's okay to smash shit if you're feeling a certain kind of way. I disagree with that.
Cool.
It's not much different than like spanking somebody or like, you know what I mean? Like how old's a motherfucker got to be before you stop like spanking them, right?
Yeah.
Like, corporal punishment is a thing, and I get it, and I get some of its uses to an extent, but after a certain age, you said the kid's 15, right?
15 years old.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah.
You trying to fight a 15-year-old? Because I'm not. Yeah. Like,
shut the power off.
I ain't got to flex fucking like that.
Yeah.
I ain't got to flex like that, bro. Like.
Yeah, and
I mean, there's a big conversation, competition or not, like regardless, like what's going on, what's going on in the dynamic of the household that we had to freaking demolish some shit,
especially if your kid's about to win a couple $1 million.
And again, Fuck yeah, you do, Nikki. Aw, you fuck yeah, bro. Ooh-wee, can do. Giggity. Nikki just said she still likes being spanked. Giggity. So
So does
so yeah.
Francesca. So does Francesca.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Nikki,
Let's get lifted. Like, somebody's fucking motivated now. Like, so shit, where were we?
So yeah, well yeah, that was pretty much it. Oh, so the good
Sorry, I got distracted.
So the good news I got here, this was from Power GPU with audio.
Yo, what is going on, guys? So, of course, you guys probably just heard Jake posted about a kid named Rem that had his whole entire setup destroyed. Obviously, I don't know if it was the mom or dad or whatever. He said his dad, so I'm going to go with that route. But I got reached out by Classy. He said, hey, do you mind if I, chip in $1,000? If you guys can chip in the rest, and let's give this kid back a PC. So I was like, yeah, sure, I'm down. So Classify, thank you for reaching out. It's amazing that you're doing this, even though you're recovering right now in California. Hope you recover soon. But yeah, so we got the build done already for him. We're gonna send it out probably tomorrow. We gotta do some testing on it. But we got him a Fantech P400A. We got him an Intel Core i7 10700K, 32 gigs of RAM from ADATA. We got a For the Win 3 3070 for him as well, and an 850 watt power supply from Enermax. So he's got a beast PC. Oh, and also 1 terabyte NVMe and a 1 terabyte SSD. So he's got 2 terabytes as well. So more than enough storage. But I can't wait for him to get this. Again, I'm glad that Jake, posted this, because the community itself, there's a lot of people out there that want to help. There's been other people reaching out to him as well to help out, which is amazing. And we love to see it, and we love to be a part of this. So we try to help as much as we can and where we can. Obviously, there's sometimes we can't, but this time we were able to. So can't wait for you to get this computer, enjoy, and get back on that Fortnite grind.
Damn, bro.
And there you go.
Them.
So you see, when gamers come together, they make some shit happen. So
sure, for sure, absolutely, dude. That's fucking ass, dude. Good for them. Good for them.
What else we got in news? Okay. The James Webb, ladies and gentlemen.
Fuck yeah, bro.
The James motherfucking Webb has revealed some of the most beautiful photos in the world. We're going into the theater. So this one was just released today, okay? This one was just released, and ladies and gentlemen, we have... Oh, wait.
Can you full screen that? Wait, what is it? Wait, what?
First images, I don't know what that is. I will full screen this. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jupiter. Ladies and motherfucking gentlemen, this is Jupiter from the James Webb Telescope. In HD fashion. You know what, Jay? Let me... How's that? Can you see it now?
Yeah.
But that's just not all, ladies and gentlemen. We have star systems. We have atmospheric compositions. I don't know why the Empire State Building is in the NASA website, but okay. Whatever the fuck this is, this galaxy here, I mean, how do you...
That's where stars are born.
Yeah. Yeah. But...
That's where... those are the fucking... The cloud compositions.
Okay,
like,
over here we have colliding galaxies.
Make that motherfucker full screen, dude. Like,
these are colliding. These are colliding galaxies right here, guys.
Let's keep it full screen and just fucking dude. Yeah, dude.
Oh man, wait till I get to the real one, the real man Majama. So colliding galaxies. Oh, here we go. Extra large. We're gonna look at this photo in 6K, guys.
Fucking A.
Okay, wait a minute. Maybe not 6K. Hold up. Where is the actual NASA James Webb? Because on their actual website, they have a super high definition image. Here we go. Here we go. The galaxy is called Smax 0723. 0723. All right. So this is the regular image right here. Okay. If you guys remember the original image from the Hubble telescope, this is the same star system. But look what happens when we fucking zoom in. Ladies and gentlemen, we got galaxies, star galaxies, black holes, suns, planets, everything, guys.
All up your ass.
Look at
this.
this.
At the beginning of everything. Look at that.
Now you
Look
see,
at that.
Now you see these warped galaxies here?
Dude, do you realize some of the atoms, like molecules in our fucking bodies, dude, are the same ones that came out of that shit?
Yeah.
Like, we're all made of stars, man. Have you ever heard that song by Moby? We are all made of stars.
Oh, I love that song.
You remember, dude, I fucking love that song, bro.
Look at this.
It's the fucking truth, dude.
Look at this star system right here. Look at that.
Fuck yeah.
You cannot tell me, ladies and gentlemen, that there is no life in anywhere one of these things. Now, bear in mind, this photo up in the front is 4 billion light years away, and it goes as far back. These warped galaxies that you see here, they're the result of being so far away that these lights are 13 billion light years away, ladies and gentlemen. 13 billion light years. Okay? This is...
My mind just broke. My face just melted. I fucking love this shit, dude.
I'm sorry, this is like... I get a little emotional thinking about this because it doesn't stop now. We are literally a small molecule in the corner of the universe, and we're only 9 planets long, and you know, we're alone out here.
Did you ever doubt it? Like,
never.
Dude, that was like.
But there's always
this
the
is like
wonder.
confirmation of everything that I freaking know and love, dude.
You know, like this.
You know what I mean?
This is everything, man. This is everything. I mean, this star system right here. You know,
it's beautiful.
It's
precious, dude.
Guys, we're not fucking around here, guys, okay? It's time to man.
Start acting like fucking men and women again. God fucking damn it. Like, we only get to do this shit fucking once, bros. Like, we only get to do this once. So it can be fun or it can be like really, really shitty. Like, we only get to, I would much prefer the fucking fun one.
I mean, this is incredible. I mean, I can't. It's incredible to think that something like this, something like that is even that far away. You know what I mean?
13 billion years. Think like I was born in 1981. There was like 13 billion years leading up to that point. And I've been here 41. Like, what's 13 billion minus 41? Because I don't know. I don't even want to think about it right now.
This is true. This is true. And ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end the show with some fucking Ukraine talk. Okay?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Slava Ukraini, as you fucking know. Listen, and I have to say, what's very interesting, okay, I've been seeing blue. First off, blue and yellow is my favorite color combination because, one, it was my school colors. Two, it's the X-Men colors. It just, and all these colors, to me, they just show pride. Okay?
Right.
And plus, it makes green, and green, you know, we representing, baby. But to kind of talk about Ukraine real quick, do you want would you like to know, let me see if I could get updated number here on, Nope, I can't get an updated number here. I was trying to get an updated number of maybe of Russians dead or something, but I can't find that right now.
Dude, like, they're in like the fucking mid to high 30s now.
Yeah, I just want to say I saw
it horrifically bad.
Yeah, I saw a video of the Russians shooting a javelin rocket, by the way, and it came right back at them. Beautiful.
It's hilarious.
Beautiful. But anyways, we have a very positive thing to talk about Ukraine, and like you said before we even started our show, it compares to a lot of what the UK was doing during World War II. I got some footage here. So Ukraine, guys, ladies and gentlemen, Ukraine is powering back up. As you can see here in the footage here, she got the flowers, but guys are out there. They're in a scooter. People are back to work. They're back to school. They're just living north. That pizza looks fucking dank, homie. Holy shit! I want some Ukrainian pizza now.
I was kind of focused on the fucking beer that was getting poured right before I fucking, you know.
Looks like we're taking a trip, huh? We're going on a trip with a big fat dick.
Right up to your ass. Putin sucks cock.
There we go.
Oh, what?
Then they come knocking on the door. I hear the choppers hovering. Anyways, but yeah, you know, everything's looking good over there. You know, the war is still going on. They're still bombing the shit out of them. And, you know, to kind of go into that, like, what the fuck are you doing, Russia? Like,
they straight up, like, no fucks given, like, sent a rocket into, like, civilian areas. Like,
yeah.
So mind you, for anybody watching out there, like, these are civilian areas with, like, no military or critical infrastructure, like, surrounding them. Like basically, like, completely soft targets. Like nothing, there's no fucking reason in the world to send a rocket to these places. And they've been doing it all week. Like, Putin is, like, doubling down on fucking war crimes, and just Russia, dude, fuck this shit.
And
dude.
the Ukrainians are still out there making fucking pizza.
They're not. All Russia's doing is pissing them off more, dude. And like Ukraine is still wiping their fucking asses with their troops, dude. Wiping their asses with their troops. I also want to absolutely commend President Zelensky and the Ukrainian military. Every target they fucking hit is fucking, whether it's fucking out in the Black Sea, like oil rigs, or fucking behind in Russia, is either critical infrastructure, fucking ammunition depots, okay, or fucking like other fucking things
shit
like
that's
that.
Gonna weaken them.
That's all they're basically pulling back. Like they're not hitting civilians.
No,
they're not doing some tit for tat fucking bullshit. Like they're playing it like exactly how a Western democratic military should fucking play it. We're not going to fucking trade war crime for fucking war crime. We're fucking better than that.
Absolutely.
And they're doing it the fucking right way. And by the way, there is some amazing footage from all fucking week long of just giant fucking Russian ammunition depots getting fucking like boxed hard.
Bro, they're getting
by
fucking rocked.
by HIMARS, dude. Like it's fucking bad, motherfucker, dude. Like I love watching it fucking burn.
Yeah, I also saw a very tragic video of Ukrainian soldiers trying to get out, and they got stopped by the Russians and got shot to death. And you know, these soldiers, they were just trying to go into their mission, and you know, there's always, ladies and gentlemen,
one of the civilian targets that they hit, there was a special needs child and her mother.
And that hits home.
And they were actually visited by the first lady of Ukraine, like last Christmas, like, and like the little girl died, and the mother is in like extremely critical condition, and like it's one of those things where like they were fucking civilians, and they were doing nothing wrong, literally nothing wrong, and they got hit by a missile that was deliberately sent and deliberately ordered to be sent directly to where it went by fucking who and why. If for all you kids out there that think fucking war is fun, let me be the fucking first one to pop that goddamn bubble out of your brain. Civilians get it the fucking worst. In any fucking war, civilians get it the fucking worst. Don't ever fucking think life is ever going to be the fucking same in a war. It ain't fucking fun, and it ain't nothing to fucking like fuck around with. You watch the ones you fucking love and the ones you cherish fucking change and change again and die again, and it ain't fucking cool.
It's not. It's really not. And I just want to give a big shout out to the Saving Ukrainian Cultural Heritage online program, which is ran by Quinn Dombrowski of Stanford University. Volunteers are rallying to archive every Ukrainian website that they can into the official Internet Archives. If you're unaware what the Internet Archives are, it is a big motherboard that has pretty much like cultural, political, media, pretty much everything. It is the internet. It is the archive of the internet. It's been around for about 25 years, and there are volunteers in Stanford who are right at this moment that we are speaking, saving these websites from being lost. On top of that, they're also receiving a lot of historical information and getting photos of historical items that could possibly be destroyed in their museums, in their churches, and anywhere else that these items would be in. So guys, you could actually volunteer for this if you go to the Internet Archive website or checking out www.sucho.org. The war's still going, and to live in a time where a major war is happening is very,
I know. I want to take a minute and re-encourage any of our viewers or anybody that happens to stumble across our podcast. Do not be afraid. When times are dark, when times are rough, those are the times that you have in your life to rise above. Don't be afraid to walk out your front door. Don't be afraid to continue living life. Okay? If things are like happening around you and it bothers you, find a way around or over or through. Always move forward. That is the freaking like first order in the infantry. We always move forward. Okay? You will always move forward. Okay? And if we can't move forward, we will move fucking sideways until we find a way to move forward again. Okay? We don't take one goddamn step back. We don't take one goddamn step back. Fight hard. Fight well. Stand on your own 2 feet and breathe and believe in your fucking self. Always. We stand with you. We're here for you. Every 168. Go ahead, John.
Hey, so you already know what time it is, guys. Before we do, major shout out, Chris Bodette, 80s Babies Gaming, NJ Blaze Online. God, there's so many.
Veterans of Foreign Wars, Chris Patterson, fantasy author, Pablo Martinez.
Keep going. I gotta get my drink.
Joe Poe, our former producer. I want to say what's up to you in particular, homie. We love you, man. We miss you, dude. Like, I hope you are well, my friend. All right? Everybody at DD214 Gaming community, like, all of you guys are fucking badasses. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for even giving a fuck. All right? We love all of you. All right? Everyone fucking fighting in Ukraine right now. Slava Ukraini. All right? Them psychoblats are already fucking like wet grease spots making sunflowers in your fucking streets right now. I can't wait for the fucking day I can get over there and visit your fucking sacred holy ground. I can't fucking wait.
And pick sunflowers.
I can't wait to see the fucking sunflowers. I can't wait to fucking see it.
So guys, this week, as I said earlier, took a mental break. Give yourself a mental break. Okay, guys? It is important to take care of yourself. And in taking care of yourself, you could take care of those around you, especially if you have a family. Took this mental break. I feel like $1,000,000 fucking bucks today. No seatbelts, baby. No seatbelts. We're going in at 120, not even hitting the brakes. In fact, we're cutting them. We're just going. We're just going, all right? I'm not telling you guys to do that. I'm telling you to live life to the fullest. Be happy. And you're not going to be happy if you're beating yourself down, wondering what if or this or that. Okay? When you wake up in the morning, if you don't have anyone to talk to, if you're feeling down, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling like you can't even take 3 steps out, you can now call the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline 988, ladies and gentlemen. 988.
It's that easy now.
I also want to add in the Suicide Prevention Hotline, 1-800-273-8255, 1-800-273-TALK, does still work. But on the 988lifeline.org website, it says here, 988 has been designated as the new 3-digit dialing code that will route callers to the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. While some areas may be currently able to connect to the Lifeline by dialing 988, this dialing code will be available to everyone across the United States starting on July 16th. That was yesterday.
Fuck yeah, bro.
So as of yesterday, it is now official that you can. It's been happening. We've promoted it here before, but it will officially, completely. It's not in, as some gamers would say, it's not in beta.
John, do you like being right? Do you like being right?
I do.
We look at what we've been doing, man. We were right.
Week.
We were right.
Every week.
We were right. So let's keep doing it. Because we were right in the first place. I love it. I love it, brother.
And we're here. And guys, you can always go on 988lifeline.org if you want any more information on the website. Also, you could go on Google. You could call them. You could chat with them. You could text them of this official website. There's so many options. There are so many options, guys, for help. If you feel like your friends aren't doing it for you, if you feel like your partner or anything, or if you're just that down, if you don't see a doctor, if you don't have an appointment for a couple weeks, dial that 3-digit number yesterday. There's someone there to talk to you. Someone volunteers to hear your story. Someone is waiting for you today. And guys, you can always contact us here at the DD214 Gaming Podcast. Our doors are always open. I'll answer to you. Guys.
I will. Oh, absolutely.
We're looking back at a lot of things. We're on our 67th episode. We promote this every week, guys, and we're never gonna fucking stop. Like it's not gonna stop. We're never gonna forget. We're never gonna be like, oh no, we'll skip that. No. We would be doing an injustice to every single person in this world if we didn't explain this to you guys, how important it is, how important you are, because you are important. You are important, and you have a reason to be here. If you believe in him up there, he gave you a purpose. If you believe something is written in stone, you are that purpose. Complete that stone. Finish the etching. You got anything else, my brother?
I just want to say freaking happy to be here, dude. And I love you, my brother. And I'm looking forward to another 168, man. I love you, dude.
I love you too, man. See you in 168 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Love you guys.
Yes, sir.